As much as I would like to immediately get into the Trump stuff, there's actually something more important. I regret to inform you. I regret to inform you. The anime fans are at it again. There's this subreddit you see called Animemes. No, don't worry. It's very funny. Don't worry. It's very funny. Animemes. If you've had sex, you probably haven't heard of it, but it's a subreddit where it's memes, but it's anime. And it's basically just 4 or 5 jokes recycled over and over again. And the only reason people actually go to this is because they like the pictures and it's cute, the cute girls. The jokes are trash. Anyway, the mod team, just the other day, they said they would be banning the word trap. For those of you who haven't seen ContraPoint's video on whether or not trap is a slur, it kind of is a little bit. A little smidge, perhaps a little bit. I'll explain to you why, okay? No, not everyone agrees on this. Now, I will acknowledge this from the get-go, okay? There are contexts in which the use of trap is technically correct. For example, there are anime characters who are designed by human beings to appeal to a specific sex fantasy that people have, or they look very feminine, and then you have sex with them and it turns out they're a boy. Not that they have a penis, but that they're a boy. And in the technical, sort of etymological origin of this term, that kind of is the appropriate term to use it. That's a femboy? Well, it's a femboy who tricked you into thinking they were a girl. Now, here's the issue. All right? Here's the issue. So, technically speaking, there are anime characters like that, you know? Some of them are even well-written, but usually not. Usually they're just sex fantasies. Now, here's the issue, okay? Watch it. Now, here's a diagram, okay? I'm going to draw a Venn diagram, okay? And it's going to be, okay, here are all of the people who say trap colloquially to refer to said anime characters. And here are all the people who use trap to refer to trans women. So the issue is, I should have made these circles closer together, I think. I think these are a little too far apart. Maybe I should have. If my clicking game had been a little bit better, these two would have basically been the same circle. Okay, that's my fault. Okay, this is a failure in execution. Wait, hold on. Here's a Venn diagram of the two circles. There we go. Now, the issue is the narrative. Okay, the narrative of like the trap is really simple. See, there's something called the trans panic defense. If you want, you can Google it. I'm not going to waste time explaining it to you right now. But essentially, the gist is that for a very long time, violence and fear of directed against trans women has been sort of done on the basis that some men, usually straight men, have the idea that they're being tricked into being with trans women, or tricked to being with men when they're with trans women. So normally what will happen, this is like the idea of the trans panic defense, you know. It'll be like you see a cute girl at the bar and she's real cute and she got big boobie and you're like, whoa, those are some big boobies. And you make out a little bit in the corner and you kind of feel around. Oops, she has a dick. It happens. What are you going to do? Now, fantastic. Now, the issue is that for a lot of people on Earth, decreasing numbers, mind you, every passing year, but for a lot of people, trans women aren't women. For a lot of people, trans women are men. And those people are wrong, but that is nonetheless what they think. And when they realize that they are now making out with, or flirting with, or even just attracted to somebody who they think is a dude, they feel like they've been bamboozled. I've heard stories of trans women getting the shit beaten out of them just because a straight guy had found her hot and then later learned that she was trans, and then feeling threatened in his masculinity, went off and attacked the trans woman. Because it's like, oh, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'll show you. I'll show all of you. You know, that sort of thing. And this is, I mean, again, you can watch ContraPoint's video if you want. This is a very wide-branching issue. But whatever the case may be, the issue is the idea of a trap in anime is essentially this. Is essentially the same. It's the same thing. The difference is it's fetishized. The deception is fetishized rather than immediately begetting sort of a violent response or sort of a reactive, fragile heterosexual response. And that's the issue. So I'm going to be honest with you, and this is I'm cis, so I don't fucking know. But in my opinion, like, trap is probably a low-level slur, in large part because I can imagine people using it without being transphobic, and I know there are people who use it without being transphobic because they just like the anime, and there was a cute girl, but then it was a boy, and it was hot anyway. There are ways people. It's not like with the N word, like nobody's being fooled by this. But with trap, I think that there's I'd put it C- at a slur. Whatever the case may be, the mod ship of Animemes decided to ban it. And if you think that's good or you think that's bad, whatever. Here's the question for you: do you think it's good or bad to throw a whiny bitch baby hissy fit, pissy splash, upsetty spaghetti, hurricane storm? Because that is what happened. Because every single fucking post on our Animemes right now, every single one of them is currently bemoaning the death of free speech. We can go through it. This is incredible. I didn't think it would be all of them. Join us. Fight to unban the T word. And then you have some anime characters here who are frequently called traps. I only know Astfolo. I don't know the other ones because I watch good anime. And I haven't even watched Fate, so I only watch good anime. People from a certain subreddit. I'm so glad trap was banned. It was really offensive to trans people. Literally the same people. Those sick, disgusting weebs. Those fucking man-children are so fucking retarded. Imagine thinking blah, blah, blah. Guys, does anyone else notice? The mods think it's okay to make fun of anime fans, but not to make fun of trans people? Damn, that's some hypocrisy if I ever saw one. Petition to unban trap. Nothing about this should be offensive to anyone. So on and so forth. People use the trap to describe anime characters, but some people outside this community use it as a slur. This is the lie. People inside this community use it as a slur. Okay, anime fans are not a progressive. Listen, wanting to if you go to poll on 4chan, you will find people jerking off to femboys. Being into femboys or traps or whatever the fuck you're into does not make you progressive. Being into anime does not make you progressive. I have been in anime communities. You all are fucking dog shit. Okay. The good anime communities are queer anime communities because those tend to ostracize people who are openly reactionary. So just so you know, yeah, okay. Just again, that's not that straight people are inherently bad or anything. It's just that communities that are oriented around like the interests of a marginalized group tend to be a little bit better at removing the terrible people. The weebs are rebelling. What should I do? Listen to them. The subreddit's literally for them, not you. Yes, don't moderate. Yeah, see? Wow, you don't like transphobic slurs, but you are okay with making fun of anime fans. Curious. It's too many fucking words. I'm not reading this. Mods. My job here is done. Transphobia, but you didn't do anything. Mods. See, from that Sailor Moon comic. Except, here's the nice one. It's the pivot, too. It's not just, this is useless. It's that it's bad and you shouldn't have done it, but even though you have done it, it is useless. I would actually say the fact that everyone's reacting that way is an indication a lot of the people here are transphobic. It's pretty fucking crazy. If you literally just say, like literally, just like removing the word trap and people are reacting this way, if the people here were just upset because they're 14-year-olds who hate the mods, who doesn't hate the mods, honestly? Maybe that would be fine. But with all this, like, there's nothing offensive about it. You stupid piece of shit. You think it's okay. You say we can't say trap, but you'll say neckbeards or anime fans. It really does sell a number of ideas. First and foremost of which is that they think making fun of anime fans is comparable to making fun of an actual like oppressed group. Oh yeah, they've already started making their own like pop-up secondary subreddits. Yeah, here's nice. Here's nice. Here's anime memes too. This has got over 1,000 upvotes. Pretty good for a subreddit just created. See, the Chads are like, look at this cute guy in girl's clothing, adorable. Isn't Astfollow canonically non-binary? Again, I have no idea. And then here, we have Fat SJW. Is this a trans woman? I don't know. Redacted is a slur for trans people. Oh my god, your sub is so offensive. Please do something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a trans woman. Haha, I know, babe. I'll ban the word. I'm sure that'll fix transphobia. Yeah, babe. Yeah, okay. So there we go. We're not transphobic. Just, you know, when we comically depict the events which have taken place, we draw trans women as fat neckbeard wojacks with pink ponytails. So this subreddit will probably end up being like another just anti-SJW, like fascia-aligned subreddit. Trap isn't transphobic, and then like the most upvoted comic here. Is that actually the most upvoted comic in the entire subreddit? Like, oh my god, I think it actually is. Yeah, it is. Wow, but like by a huge margin, by like 40% more than the one below that, or like 50% more. That's pretty crazy. Like, guys, we're not transphobic. Guys, trap has nothing to do with transphobia. We just get really angry when we're told we can't say it, and then we create offshoot subreddits with no moderation, and then we characterize offended trans women in this way. There's nothing transphobic about it. We got any more? This is really sad. I'm getting sympathetic heart palpitations just looking at this. Does anyone remember back in the Gamergate days when the Gamergaters were really, really super insecure because they were all kind of losers a little bit? So they made their mascot that redheaded girl, and then they would like with big boobies, and she had like the oversized sleeves, and she'd play video games. Yeah, Vivian James. Yeah. That's what this reminds me of a little bit. And oh man. We got any more? Yeah, it's pretty much the same shit. Just a coincidence that the absolute most upvoted post there is transphobic. Please know I was drawing Vivian. Please don't lame shame me. I'm really sorry, my dudes. If you were... It was Vivian James, right? Yeah, here we go. When you have a social movement that is like pretty much entirely oriented around a bunch of guys getting together to harass women online, and then you draw like a female art avatar and you make her like a cute gamer girl with Joker she literally has Joker colors, you know? Okay, you know what? I'm not shaming. Man, is that really the sixth most liked one? It's Bondage. I mean, there was a ton of porn about of Vivian James. So yeah, well, I guess the priorities are in line. This one's not bad. I like this one. Kind of stylized. You know what I mean? I like this one. This one looks good. Yeah. Muscles? No, I don't know. It just looks heroic. You know what I mean? A little bit less like ooh woo anime gamer girl. I'm a gamer. I support Gamergate. This is Vivian James, the real human being talking. Because stereotyping's not even remotely attractive. I believe there's a wide variety of gamers, and we are not all straight white males. Because I recognize that corruption against journalism is worth fighting for, while still supporting women and minorities. Because I believe in equality. Because I've actually done my research to locate verifiable, reliable information about the topic. Because the individual is the smallest minority. Because I am an individual. Okay. All right. This was 100% written by a white guy. Wow, you think? Really? The individual is the smallest minority? You think maybe this like essentially libertarian talking point when libertarians are like 99.8% men might have actually been written by a guy? I am not like every other gamer. I don't like the same things as every other gamer. I believe there should be variety in games to match the variety in gamer. Wait. Weren't Gamergates the ones who are mad anytime anyone made a game that changed stuff up a little bit? I don't know. Same energy as Control Alt Delete. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the classic gamer energy. My name is Tim Buckley. I'm a 24-year-old gamer. I've played every violent game in existence, and I have never killed anyone. There are millions of gamers just like me, and we're getting sick of people like you blaming your problems on us. Ignorance causes violence, not video games. Man up and take responsibility. We outnumber you, and the people that think like you don't fuck with us. I love gamers, dude.
Sleep. Do not fuck with us.
This is what every games journalist and anime Reddit mod looks up at when they wake up in the morning today. Okay. Oh man. Whatever the case may be, it is really dumb. You know, it's pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb. Beyond parody. It is beyond parody. That is the saddest thing. It's that you can't really... There is nothing I could say to the kinds of people who would actually get upset over this that would ever get them to reconsider their positions. I can actually hear... I know right now there are people in YouTube chat who are part of the Animemes uprising. And they're like... Right now they're seething. They're seething right now. They're in shambles. But they aren't hearing a word I'm saying. They just know I'm disagreeing with them and it upsets them. Oh, God. They're so wordy, too. Jesus. Here we go. It's my favorite anime. Wait, what? Okay. All right. Leftist memes be like, no, that's not leftist memes, my friend. That's angry gamer memes. So what do we do to address this problem? Oh, there's nothing we... What the fuck do you mean? There's nothing we can do. That's why OK Buddy Baka is better. That does sound better, just from the name alone. There's nothing really to do. Just the anime and gaming communities are just dog shit, dude. They're just full of just terrible fucking people. A lot of them are just young guys who are super insecure and have nothing going on in their life except for the identity they've built around consuming a certain type of media. So anytime their relationship to that media is challenged, it's an implicit threat on their personality, and they react really, really, really defensively. Because introspection and fixing themselves and fixing the hole inside of them is way harder than doubling down and just declaring the mods to be 1984 Stalin Hitlers who just want to censor their free speech and don't actually care about anything anyway. Steam forums are cancer too. Steam forums are like original cancer. That's like some metastasized stage 8 shit right there, okay? That's some... They've been bad for a while.